Hi guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. And as usual, I'm here to talk. And today I'll be talking about defining relationship or friendship. Like, know the difference between a relationship or a friendship. Because most times we tend to mix these two up. So before getting attached to a particular person, have you defined your relationship? Have you spoken to this person to know how they feel about you? Do you know your stand with this person? Do you know what this person feels about you? Or you just assume and start dating him or her in your heart without their consent? It happens a lot where prior to when they start dating, there is no communication whatsoever. Like, okay, I love you, you love me, this is how I feel about you. So I'm going to be sharing my experiences as usual. So some years back, I received the shock of my life from a friend, a male friend actually, because we were in the middle of a conversation. I was like, you're talking about my emotions, and you're trying to break up with me. I was confused. Break up with you? How? Breakup is always used in terms where you're in a relationship with somebody and maybe you couldn't go ahead with something and you just want to like leave this person. And then I was like, what is going on? Many thoughts were running through my head, like, okay, I'm trying to break up with you. How? Then it dawned on me that all those times where I was vulnerable, we were vulnerable with each other. We hanged out, we talked at length. We had calls, text messages, we even went to the cinema together, and we eat together, we do all these chit chats, we go to the cinema, we do all sorts of things. In my own opinion, we were friends, right? So he assumed we were dating because of all of that, the attention, everything was just perfect. So I was in a relationship without my knowledge. Like, I didn't know. He saw me as his babe and I had no idea. Wow. Like, I just told him that, you see, I'm very happy around you, and I like you as a friend, and I want us to remain as friends because I enjoyed what we shared, the kind of friendship that we had. And I relayed the story to a friend, and she was like, wow, that we could have discussed about it and all that. Like, I did not know. He never asked me out. I never had that feeling that, okay, I like this person or I love this person. I just enjoy the kind of conversations we had, the hangout and everything. And it's not as if when we go out, I allow him pay all the bills or anything. We split bills, we go out, we share, fun moments together. So I was surprised when he said, you are trying to break up with me and all that. Like, break up with you, how? When did it happen? Then when I relayed this to my friend, she now shared the story of her friend. So this her friend, right, had a friend. They were a girl and a guy friendship, right? So she started doing girlfriend duties. And when you go do girlfriend duties, at times she goes to his house, she cooks, she take care of the house, sleep over, and all that. And bro took advantage of her vulnerability, right? Whenever she's around, they would kiss, a little bit of romance here and there. They even had sex. Then she will leave the next day or a couple of days. She was doing all of that for 3 years. And bro never even popped up the question. It was just enjoying, having fun, having pleasure and all of that. He didn't say anything about it. And then I think they got to like 3 years and all that. And I felt like, we've been doing all this back and forth and all of this for 3 years. Where are we going to? And she tried to pop the question like, okay, when are you going to come to see my parents? What are we doing? Are we taking this to the next level? Your guess is as good as mine. And this guy was like, see your parents, kid. They're just a friend to me, like my intimate pal. No string attached. String attached, bro. You are eating food, you are clean. She was cleaning the house. She comes for sleepover. You do all these things couple do, like all this couple thingy, and all this while, all this in the span of 3 years that you had all of this going on. You never mentioned you had a girlfriend. You never mentioned your emotions or anything to her. Fine, she might have assumed in her head because you didn't ask her to be your babe, but doing all of these things and you're like, it's just friendship. Wow. She was devastated and she broke down in tears. But she later came to terms with reality. You know, there's a way reality will sting you, and you're like, okay, truly, he didn't ask me out. Right? So a lot of people are in these shoes. A lot of people keep forcing relationships that are not worth it. They keep hurting for things that shouldn't even be hurting them, because prior to now, you guys did not have a conversation around it. Right? So a lot of people will just hurt themselves emotionally because they do not ask the right question. Their heart is the one telling them, I like this person, but they are not having that conversation. Right? And I happen to be a very emotional person, so that's why I'm a very great conversationalist. When it comes to things like this, I would always talk about it. And I had a lot of friendship, and I know that it's better to stay away rather than getting too attached and your heart is battered in the long run, because the way you feel about somebody, they might not feel the same about you. Right? There are a lot of people that you'll be close to and you'll be showing them green light though. They see the green light, they can see it, but they will still not ask you out. And some of you, let's say reverse is the case, the guy, you like a girl and then you are showing her green light but she is not seeing it, and you ask them out, you have a good relationship, they will tell you no. And some friendship should not even result into a relationship and all that. So let's go to defining relationship. So I'll still share a story in this defining of relationship. Yeah. So some years back, I used to have a close friend, like we were close. People noticed and all that. We hung around a couple of times, and one day he just called me that he wanted to speak with me. I was like, how do you know the guy? Nothing happened. Like, he said he wanted to speak with me, and then I remember vividly, this person will watch this video and he most likely will know. He will even know that this conversation is about him. So he called me that day and said, can we meet in church and all that? So I went to see him, and when we sat down, he said, I will say it as plain as I can. He said, Jackie, we're just friends, so nothing more. I'm saying this so that you won't be having or building anything in your mind that, okay, be the way we are close based on what we share together. It wasn't sexual, please. We were just very, very close. Like, we share things, thoughts, anything friends do. But you know, when somebody is like your close friend, but the person is the opposite gender, people can tend to have things in their head. And like, I'm saying it now so that for my own peace of mind. And according to him, he has seen a lot of scenarios where the lady assumed he's dating the guy when they are not, and ended up bringing issues when the real babes of his, and they're like, we need to talk, this and that. We need to think in friendship. Like, if he never asks you out, do not assume you are the girlfriend. If you never ask her out too as a guy, do not assume that you guys are together. Because at times, because of the attention, the care, the love, and everything we are receiving from the opposite gender, we tend to believe that, okay, this person loves me, I love this person, and it's going to be issues moving forward, because at the end of the day, this person might not see you in that light, and you already loved up in your heart, and you can't get a relationship with someone who's not ready to give it to you, regardless of how they show they care and everything. Trust me, you'll be hurting yourself in the process. You will lose yourself by trying to fix something that is not there in the first place, right? So your happiness will be dependent on the person, because at that time in your heart you're just saying that this person is mine, but he didn't ask you out, you didn't ask her out, so how is this person yours? So loving somebody that does not love you is another case on its own. And then I'm not saying friendship cannot graduate to relationship, right? But then don't just assume. When they do not ask you to be in a relationship with them, do not assume that you guys are together. When this person is just your friend and you've never asked this person out to be your babe, do not assume that you're in a relationship. Stop crushing on someone that doesn't see you. If somebody can be with you for a span of a year, 2 years, 3 years, and never asked you out, why then are you assuming that this person is yours in the first place? I have somebody that loves somebody so much, cry at night, but this person never asked her out. Even though this person is single, she's single as well, they are in this friendship together, but this guy never asked her out. But it hurts her so much because she loved this person and she couldn't come to terms with it and couldn't even communicate with him that, guy, I like you, you don't see me, you don't like me. But then just take your heart off it. I was in a situationship one time, not really situationship, but we were friends, and I liked this person. Like, I liked this person so much, but I didn't tell him. He knew I liked him. He liked me too, but not to be in a relationship with. We just share common interests and all of that. And when he told me about I had somebody I like now and all of that, he paid me small. But then I didn't get to my head. I just felt like, okay, I like you, but you didn't see me in that light. And I thank God that we didn't have that communication, so that it's not going to be awkward with the two of us there. Sure, you get. I just want to tell you that if somebody does not put it straight to you that, guy, babe, I like you, stop assuming this. Just stop it. Because at the end of the day, you'll be hurting yourself. Communication is key in every relationship, every friendship. Define your relationship with anybody of the opposite gender. Define it. Know your stand. Know what you are going into. Some of you can see the handwriting boldly written on the wall because of the way you feel, the emotions you're feeling. You don't want to believe it. Trust me, if somebody wants to be with you, you don't have to stress about it. They will let you know. They will say it. I like you, you like me. Can we be in a relationship? Yes or no? You can move on from that. But trying to force yourself into a relationship when the other person doesn't feel the same way, you're going to hurt yourself. Try as much as possible to define your relationship with anybody. Define your relationship, because at the end of the day, what they will tell you is, I never asked you out, I never see you in that light, you're my friend, you're my G, you're my sister, you're my brother. So in order to avoid that, in order to not be in a fix, please, I'm begging you, define your relationship. So that's what I just wanted to talk about today. Defining a relationship is key, and I hope you do that moving forward. Thank you so much for listening to me talk today, and thank you for liking, for loving me, my channel, and being here at this point. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day ahead.